This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
Sheriff Joe Lapinto says the shooter, Joshua Williams, with his brother Timothy, along with Timothy's 2 young children, were there to buy ammunition when a store employee noticed Williams with a loaded extended magazine clip against store policy. They told him to empty it or put it in his car, and Williams starts to casually walk outside.
What up? This is D Channel Guns coming to a gun video. Appreciate you watching, like, share, and subscribe. So I want to appreciate all my subscribers. Want to appreciate all the good information. Appreciate y'all for coming to the video. Appreciate all the support and love. Appreciate everything that y'all do for your 2A channels, your gun channels, helping out the first-time buyer, the new people in the 2A community. And also, I want to give a huge shout out to y'all that come over here every single day through the good and bad and ups and downs. Nothing moves in a straight line, people. So I appreciate y'all following me on Gun Streamer. I also appreciate y'all following me on TikTok over there. And smash that like button, people, so we can get this out in the algorithm and everything. So I appreciate that. So we're going to get into the video and everything, and we're going to talk about this gun shop shooting in New Orleans and everything. So let's get into it. So more information had came out to this shooting down at this gun store in New Orleans, down in Louisiana and everything. And, you know, we're going to just kind of put the pieces together a little bit, take everything I'm saying for a grain of salt, people. Just a lot of information that I gather and put together. And, you know, one thing I always talk about is the mindset, people. You know, the mindset. You have some people out there that is pretty much a ticking time bomb. And I'm talking about is some of these things that when I look at a lot of things that's happening in this country and stuff, a lot of people didn't see it or didn't pay attention to certain signs and stuff when it comes to people and stuff like that. I'm talking about you can't read people's mind and stuff, people. This is what police officers go through and stuff out there every single day when you're stopping people. Things can be normal, then all of a sudden it turns and 100 360 degrees. Things go 0 to 100, people. This kind of stuff that is happening out there. And as a concealed carry, open carry, whatever you're doing, the average citizen and stuff, you never know what's going to happen, people, no matter where you're at. Now, you could be at a gun shop, you could be at a retail store, gas station, jogging. It's a lot of things you can be doing. But these are some of the things that you must keep your mind focused and stuff on. Nobody's expect this. Nobody at this gun shop, people just in there. Nobody expect this to happen. People who's taking a concealed carry class at this gun store never seen this coming. None of the employees that went to work that day expect to be in a gunfight, people. This is everyday, work business for them and stuff like that. Now, when it comes to this gun store shooting, far as I know, it was 7 employees that was involved in the shooting and everything. One of the employees was killed, and I think it was an innocent bystander, someone that was in the gun shop that day was killed, and the suspect. So it was 3 people who was pretty much killed that day in this gun store shooting. So to start it off with, the suspect and his brother went to the gun store to purchase ammunition that day. The brother had 2 kids with him. Now, as they walked inside of the store, the employees noticed that the suspect had a loaded firearm. And so one of the employees asked the suspect to unload his weapon if he wanted to remain in the store. Now, the suspect refused multiple times. Now, there was no argument, no confrontation. For all the research I looked at, this it was not an argument. It was just politely, hey, can you unload your firearm if you want to remain in the store and stuff like that. Now, one thing that jumped out to me in this in this information is that the suspect had a 32 round, I guess 32, 33 round magazine, 31 rounds or whatever, long magazine in his firearm. I'm talking about, now, to note, the suspect was a concealed carry and stuff like that. Didn't have much on his record, little minor stuff or some of the information I had, seen and stuff. I don't think he wasn't a convicted felon or nothing like that, but he had a little minor stuff on his record, but nothing that would jump out as far as some of the information that I heard. And so, while they was in the store, the suspect exit the door and everything. Now, he fired a shot in the air. And I'm going to show you pictures as we going along. He fired a shot, they said was out towards the highway and stuff like that. Now, when he did that, he turned the gun back inside. At the time he pointed the gun inside, there was a lady in there. She was pretty much, innocent bystander. I think when the stuff was happening, she was going to exit. And as she was going to exit, the suspect pointed the gun at her. Fired multiple shots at her, striking her, and she died. She died from the injuries and everything. So that was the first person who died pretty much at the gun store. Now, at the same time, he was exchanging fire with some of the employees in the gun store. Now, as he, I guess he was going to exit again for some. I think he's supposed to be exiting again, and then he came back in. And at the time, there was an employee who was down. His back was turned towards the suspect, and they were saying maybe he was going for another weapon or something like that, firearm or whatever. And the suspect, shot him and, fatally killing him and stuff like that. He died from his injuries from them shots. So as you can see, the suspect was pretty much walking around the store and everything. And, his brother at the time was in there. His brother was on top of the kids. Now, for some of the information, his brother was telling him to get out of here and stuff and leave. And, the suspect didn't leave. So the suspect pretty much was walking around the store. And if you see how he's acting and stuff, and far as the brother saying that he pretty much snapped, he just, snapped. I'm talking about he don't know what happened. He has no words to explain what happened with his brother and stuff like that. And, some people, you have to look at some of the signs. And I'm still trying to figure out why would he have this long magazine as a concealed carrier? Why we have this long magazine in his firearm at this time and stuff. So I don't know what was on his mind, what he had planned. I really don't know. And, it could be, it's a lot of situations. This could be one of them murder suicide type events and stuff. You have people going to gun ranges, renting guns and stuff like that. So it's a lot of things out there that pretty much could have been going through this person's mind. And his brother probably had no idea what was going through his brother's mind and stuff like that. The family is lost for words with it, for everything I looked at. And so as he's walking around the gun store and stuff, with his gun and stuff and, exchanging fire. Now, he exit the gun store and stuff, and he was met by employees out there in the parking lot where they exchanged more gunfire, where the suspect was hit, and then he died from his fatal injuries and stuff. So with that said, people, it was a lot of things going on in there. There was people in there taking concealed carry classes and stuff. It was so much going on. You had people in the store, I guess they were shopping and stuff. And this lady that was shot, they were saying she was just trying to leave because of what was going down and everything. So she pretty much was hit, pretty much innocent bystander and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, I always talked about this. I talked about this for a long time, people. I'm talking about you can't read people's minds. You don't know what's going through people's minds and stuff. And it's a lot of situations you're going to see every day in the headlines of people pretty much snapping, road rage, all kinds of stuff. These are the things that is happening, people. And, this is something that you got to look out for. I'm talking about you have to be prepared on a daily basis. And, you don't have to tick people off. I'm talking about in this situation here, there was no argument, just polite gesture and stuff like that. And for this suspect to pretty much just go off, I'm talking about just went off the tantrum. I'm talking about, I don't know. I'm talking about nobody probably would never know. But whatever was on his mind, I'm talking about the intention was there. I'm talking about for him to bring his weapon with a extended magazine. And the note, they said that he emptied every round that was in that magazine. And that is another red flag to me. This suspect emptied every round that was in that magazine. They said he was carrying 31 or 32 rounds. And he emptied every magazine. Think about that, people. He emptied every magazine. So with some of that right there, I can pretty much tell you that he had something on his mind that day as they was going to that gun store. I don't know what it is. I haven't seen no information if there was any prior encounter at this gun store. None of that. It could be, I don't know, but I didn't see none of that. They said it wasn't no prior encounter for some information I looked at. But, people, I'm talking about, this is a wake-up call for a lot of people and everything. I'm talking about, you never know. Every situation and video I have done when it comes to gun ranges or whatever the case may be, when it comes to shootings and stuff, anywhere, people. I'm talking about, people pretty much, their mindset. And, a lot of this stuff is, suicidal stuff that people are doing and stuff, mental issues. I don't know if this suspect had mental issues and stuff like that. You can believe it. Your politicians are looking at it, people. I'm talking about they're looking at stuff like this. They're always talking about stricter background checks. They're always talking about getting more people involved in the process for you to get to buy a firearm and stuff like that. So trust me, people, you have politicians going to look at this incident. I'm talking about they look at many more incidents that we've been having, and it's pretty much going to get even worse, especially when it comes to trying to get a firearm. People, your waiting periods, you're going to have states say we need more waiting periods. I'm talking about right now, one of the things, with this situation here, they're having, if you try to go repurchase another firearm or something, I seen bills right now, people. You don't believe it. If you have a concealed carry permit or something like that, they want to pretty much do a checkup and have you to go and, just do like a certain, just have a little annual or a background check over the time of your permit just to make sure you instill in good standards. I seen a lot of stuff out there, people, that a lot of people not, knowing that's out there, floating out there. So this is far from over and stuff like that. Your politicians are looking at it. This is a sad situation for the suspect family and the victim's family. And so, nobody knows why this happened. So this is something I want to put on y'all radar and everything. So this is DC Channel Guns, and I'll catch you on the next one. This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.